What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma if you're new here, and I love to talk about all things Peloton, cycling, and fitness. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I post every single Sunday. And today's video I'm a little nervous about, but I think it'll be fun. I've never done anything like this before. It is currently January 1st, 2025, and I thought it would be fun to challenge myself to run at least 1 mile every day of January. So 31 days straight. I can confidently say that I have never done that, and I'm very interested to see how it goes. I do run like pretty regularly, at least once a week. So this shouldn't be like anything super crazy, but I do think that committing to do it every day, is a big commitment, and I'm interested to see if I feel any changes. I definitely won't be pushing myself every day. I don't need to do an all-out sprint for my mile every single day. It's okay if I have some easier jog days, but I do want to run versus walk. The other thing is I think that it'll be a mix between treadmill and outdoors. I think one thing that I'm going to try to do is if I have errands to run, since I live in New York City, I am literally going to try to run those errands and get the mile in that way. So we'll see how it goes. I'm very curious how I'll feel at the end of the month. I'm going to kind of vlog a little bit during the month, and then I'll do a recap at the end and say if I think that this was worth it or if I absolutely hated it. I feel like it doesn't feel like it's going to be that hard, but then I also think that making that commitment every single day is going to be hard. I definitely don't run every single day right now, but I thought it would be a fun way to kick off the year. So right now it's January 1st, and today we're just kicking it off easy. We're doing Peloton tread classes. So I will definitely hit my mile mark today. So let's go to the gym, hit the tread, and do our first miles of 2025. Definitely a good way to kick off day one. We'll call this 4.8 miles. I tacked on a 15-minute class to a 30-minute class, and it looked pretty easy, but then we did jogging up an 8% incline. So thank you, Matt Wilpers. It's now January 2nd, and I ran to pick up my bib for a 10K that I'm running in a week and a half, and now I'm gonna run home. It'll be about 3 miles. So again, over 1 mile, we're doing well. Day 2 coming in strong. I haven't ran outside for a hot second, and man, oh man, I am not good in the cold, and this 10K is outside in a week and a half. I hope it's not freezing. It is now January 3rd. It's 7 a.m. I would usually not run today. Today is definitely a yoga day, but gotta get the mile in, so I'm just gonna go down to my apartment gym, jog. It's going to be a chill mile on the treadmill, and as soon as I hit the mile, we're out for the day. So let's go run a mile. It is now January 4th, and we get a lot of coupons for free breakfast sandwiches from Chick-fil-A. So I have recruited Chris to run my mile of the day with me. We're going to just run to Chick-fil-A and back, because it's not a mile away, but there and back will be a mile. So, excited to run a little bit?
Excited for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. On our way. It's 28 degrees outside. I feel like I'm dressed appropriately, but Chris is not. He's cold. We made it. Got the goods. Chris says he needs to warm up for a second before our journey home. Day 4 complete. And now we got some breakfast sandwiches.
Victory meal.
It is now January 5th. It's Sunday morning, and usually today would be a rest day. I would just not go to the gym at all, but we got to get our mile in. So I'm going to go just run that. I actually really liked the last time that I just ran on the tread. I tried to keep my heart rate down. So that time my max heart rate was 148, which is quite low for me for running. So I know it's only a jog and it's only a mile, but any progress I see with that is good. So I'm just going to try to do the same thing today. And then we'll see. Maybe I'll tack on an extra 10-minute hike from Peloton, but we'll see what the vibes are once I get down there. I'm not feeling a long workout today. It is now Monday morning, and I'm actually doing a hot yoga class today, which I was very excited about. And I was like, oh, this is perfect because I can just run there. And then I started thinking about it this morning and I'm like, wait, I need to bring my mat, so I can't run. So we're gonna hop on the treadmill and do the mile real quick. This is sad because I really thought I was gonna be saving time here by running to the yoga studio, but it's all right. So let's go run our mile and then do some hot yoga before returning to work for 2025. It's now January 7th, and today is going to be through and through a strength day, but I still got to run my mile, so we'll be doing a tread mile again. But since today is like truly a gym day, I am going to try to run my mile a little bit faster. Yesterday I did like a 9:30 minute mile, and before that I've been doing just straight up 10-minute miles. So we'll see what I'm feeling today, but I definitely want to push myself a little bit more, run a little quicker today, just as a nice warm up to my strength workout. So let's go to the gym and knock out another mile. It's now Wednesday morning, January 8th, and typically on Wednesdays I go to a run club on Wednesday nights. But I was talking to my friends and we were looking at the weather and it literally feels like 6 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, which I just am not putting myself through that. I do like run club. I don't like it that much. So the plan for miles today, Wednesday's still a good run day for me and I have a 10K on Saturday. So today will be my last longer run, although this is not going to be a long run. First, I'm going to run to Chick-fil-A to get more free breakfast sandwiches. So that will be around 1.3 miles. And then I was thinking I'll probably do a 30-minute Peloton workout on the tread as well to stay inside, be a little warmer, but still get some more miles in. So let's go outside. Feels like 8 degrees right now, so we'll have to see. And run to Chick-fil-A and get my mile in for the day. My face is numb, but really it's just my face that's bad. Got the goods. Got a little nice outdoor run in to start the day. I'm going to run on the treadmill for a little bit longer, but yeah, it is very cold outside, but it is nice to also get some fresh air. Run an errand at the same time. It would take me way longer to walk there. So nice way to kick off a Wednesday. It's now the next day, and today is a strength day, so I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did a couple days ago, where I just run my mile as my warm-up. I actually really like that, so maybe I'll carry that into strength in the future when I'm not in January. But yeah, that's how I'm going to get my mile in today. Let's go to the gym, hit the tread, and knock out this mile. 9 days down. 22 more days to go. It is now Friday, it's January 10th, and I run my 10K race tomorrow, so today's gonna be an easy day. We're going to do a 1 mile jog on the treadmill, and then we are doing yoga. So let's go to the gym, hit the tread, and knock out this mile. I do feel like the mile goes by faster than it did on January 1st, which is good. It is now race day, January 11th, so today we're getting at least a 10K in, probably more, but man oh man, I'm making a separate video about this, but the weather, it is snowy, it's not going to be a fun 10K, but we're going to get through it and get our mile in for the day. I'm definitely warming up. My feet are not numb anymore. It is now the next day. The race went really well yesterday, and honestly, if I wasn't doing this challenge, I would not work out today, just take a rest day. But we're gonna go get our mile in. I don't feel super sore or anything, so it should be fine, but we're definitely taking it easy today. So let's hit the tread and knock out this mile. It's now January 13th, and today is Monday morning, and we're going to hot yoga again, which I'm very excited about, but sadly I can not run there, so we're gonna do another mile on the treadmill. Man oh man, yesterday my legs felt like lead, so hopefully we're feeling a little bit better today. I definitely took it very easy yesterday. Gonna take it easy again today, but it should be nice. I do like getting the mile in. It feels good. It's part of the routine now. So let's go hit the tread and knock out this mile. I started off in an easy jog, but then I was like, I feel good. So I kind of did a negative split situation where I just kept getting faster. Started at 6 speed and ended at 8 speed. But yeah, Definitely good. You can see the sweat. A good small workout. It's now January 14th and today is just a good old-fashioned strength day. So we'll be running a mile to warm up for it. And I think I'm gonna try the progressive mile again where I just slowly get faster because that felt really good yesterday. So let's go hit the tread and knock out our mile. It is now January 15th, Wednesday morning, and I actually need to ship something from the post office. Thankfully, a small package, so we're gonna run there and run back for our mile. It is currently 23 degrees outside, so we got the normal fit on. It should be fine, and it'll make this errand go faster. So let's go outside and run our mile of the day. This is definitely the coldest I've ever run in so far. I finally think I found what is too cold for me. Another successful run outside, but a very cold run as well. This was my first run where I was outside and I'm like, yeah, it's actually too cold. It's just super windy out today. The feels like is 16 degrees, which is very cold, but I don't know. I feel like I've run in feels like lower, but it's like more windy. I don't know if they can't account for the wind well with the buildings, but it was cold today. But the plan was to run on the treadmill after this, but with timing, I actually already ran on the treadmill to get some more miles in. I did the Lil Wayne run, which was absolutely amazing. Definitely pushed myself, so I'm done with running for today. It is now January 16th, and we are halfway through the month of running a mile every day. And today I'm going to be doing a hiking boot camp. So I'm just going to run my mile on the tread right before I start my workout. So let's go to the gym, hit the tread, staying warm today, and knocking out our 1 mile. It's now January 17th, Friday morning, and today is definitely a yoga day. I want a chill day, but gotta go run this mile on the tread. I don't really feel like doing it, but I know once I'm on, it won't be that bad. It'll go by quick. So let's go down to the apartment gym, hit the tread, knock out this mile, and then have a nice yoga day. It is now Saturday, it's January 18th, and today is a strength day. But before strength, we will be running a mile on the treadmill. I see a lot of miles on the treadmill in the future here because it's getting real cold in New York right now. I believe this upcoming week is going to be in the teens. So, it's okay. I don't mind the treadmill run. So let's go to the gym and get our mile warm up in. It's now Sunday and today would typically be a rest day. I feel like I have been enjoying the 1 mile per day, but it really just does not allow for rest days. I know I could just run the mile, but then I feel like, oh, I'm already in exercise clothes. I might as well do a little bit more. But today will be a chill day. When I was looking through runs yesterday, I realized I had missed a 2-for-1 run for Wicked from 2 months ago. And sign me up, that sounds fun. I think it'll also be pretty chill, which is what I'm looking for today. So let's go to the gym, hit the tread, knock out this Peloton run, and the mile of the day. It is now January 20th, Monday morning, and we are doing strength today. So we got our 1 mile warm up on the tread. So let's go to the tread and knock out this mile. That really is an effective warm up. I'm a huge fan of jogging into a run. It is now the 21st. Today's definitely yoga day. We definitely skipped the mile today, but we're gonna do it. Time for our 21st mile. So let's go to the tread and knock it out. It's now the 22nd. It is currently 7 degrees outside, so we'll be doing a run indoors. It's Wednesday, which is typically a longer run day. So I'm gonna do a 45-minute Peloton class. But I looked at the class plan and this one's a pretty chill one. We're going for a nice, easy, but slightly longer run. So let's go to the gym, hit the tread, and knock out our mile of the day. It is now January 23rd. Today is a strength day, so we will run our mile on the tread to warm up. It's still freezing cold outside. We're getting through January. So let's go hit the tread and knock out mile 23. It is now January 24th, and no surprise here, we're doing another mile on the tread. Today's a yoga day, so let's do our mile and then have a nice active recovery day. It is now Saturday morning, it's the 25th, and today is a strength day, so we got another mile warm up on the tread. I promise you, I'm going to get outside at least one more time in January, just not today. It is now the 26th, it's around 11 a.m., and I delayed my workout today because we're gonna run outside. It is a toasty 36 degrees outside. So, I figured now is the time. I'm just gonna run along the East River. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little worried that it's going to be cold against the water, but there's a half marathon happening in Central Park today. So these are our options. We'll see how it goes. I'm dressed for the warmth. And I'm excited to log some miles outside after being indoors for a while. It's actually a very nice day out with the appropriate clothing. It's so nice to see the river. Good vibes for this run. I forgot to film when I got back yesterday, but pretty happy with my outside run. It was so nice to run outside compared to running on a treadmill where I'm literally just staring at a blank wall and get stimulation throughout the run. And then it didn't feel that cold yesterday. It was just a nice, good run. But today we're back in the gym. It's a strength day. So we're just doing a mile warm up on the tread. Today's the 27th. We're getting so close to the end of the month. It's now the 28th. It's like 6:40 a.m. You can see it's still dark outside. And we're gonna run to Chick-fil-A. We got some free breakfast sandwiches to pick up. And the outside temp, it says it's 32 degrees, but feels like 20. And those are two very different temperatures when you're running. So we'll see how it goes. But it should only be I think 1.2, 1.3 miles. So, a little run today, going to a cycling class later. Let's go to Chick-fil-A, run our mile, and get some breakfast. It's not that bad. I definitely don't think it feels like 20. I don't know how Apple calculates that, but feeling good. Got my run in for the day, got my Chick-fil-A, and it's only 7 a.m. What a great way to start the day. It's now January 29th, Wednesday, and it's actually after work. It's just past 5 p.m. The sun is setting, but we are gonna get our mile in today. I need to mail a package at the post office, so the round trip should be a little bit more than a mile. It's a toasty 44 degrees out today, so we're feeling good, although my phone does say it could potentially rain soon. So hopefully it doesn't rain. Let's go knock out our mile for the day. It's so warm, I don't even need gloves. Winter's over. Definitely short and sweet, but got our mile in for today. It is now January 30th, and I'm actually going to another cycling class this morning, and there's no time to run the mile before it. And I know that I'm not going to want to run the mile after it, so we're going to run the mile there and back. It's about a half mile away, so I think there and back will total to my full mile. But that is what's on the agenda today. It's 25 out, so a little bit colder. But it should be short and sweet, so let's go. It's cold out here today, but we're making through it. First part of the run, hit a lot of traffic, but we made it. Good class, and time to get another half mile in. Today is January 31st, the last day of running a mile every single day. I can't believe January already is over. It went by fast, but at the same time felt like it was forever. And we did a mile every single day, including today. So I wanted to go run outside as my last big mile, but it is rainy today. So that was not in the cards. We're going on the tread. I picked out a nice 30-minute fun pop run on Peloton. Should be a good time. Should be a little bit of a celebration. We made it. I'm proud of myself for sticking to it. And then after this, I'm going to do a recap and my thoughts on running a mile every day for a month because it was harder than I thought. So let's go to the gym, hit the tread, and knock out this last mile. It is now a few days later and we traveled to LA, but I am ready to wrap up this video. And I really wrote a lot of notes about how I felt about running every day in January. Overall, it was a fun challenge and it's something that I would consider doing again, but I would want to do it in the summer months. I feel like it was fun to do it in January and it was like beginning of the new year, like a good way to kick off 2025. But at the same time, like the weather just does not permit me to run outdoors all the time. And I feel like, especially in mid January when it was really cold, it was a little sad to run every day on the treadmill and just like stare at a blank wall while I was running. I do feel like on the flip side, when I did get a chance to run outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It feels so good. But yeah, I would consider doing it in summer months. I feel like it'd be a little more fun then because pretty much then I think I would run outside almost every single day. I'm actually not super anti-treadmill. I know a lot of people don't like running on the treadmill at all, but I do think every single day is a lot to run on the treadmill. My overall mileage for January was 65 miles, which is definitely the highest mileage I've had in a while for a month, probably since I trained for my half last year. So, again, it was a good like way to kick my booty into gear for the new year, really commit to running and like get some good mileage in January. So I really can't complain about that. I also feel like I learned some things about myself and working out. I really never like just ran a mile to warm up. And I actually think I really liked it for the days that I did strength. If I was doing like a 30-minute strength class, just having like a 10-minute warm up run, go into the strength, and then like that's the workout. I think that typically I did strength and then would do like a 15 to 20-minute hike at the end. So just incline walking, which is also fine. I think that there's like benefits to both, but I did kind of like doing it before the strength, getting a little bit warm and then going into the strength and then like being done with the workout. So I did learn that I like to do that. I definitely did not like doing the running a mile on yoga days. I feel like those are active recovery days. Like I don't even want to go to the gym. I just want to do the yoga in my apartment and be done with it. So yeah, I really did not like doing it on the yoga days, especially because I really like to do morning yoga flows, which are slower at the beginning and then it kind of like wakes you up and you go a little bit harder. And I just feel like the morning yoga flows really do not fit with running the mile because I want to run the mile first and then like, stretch out with yoga. But then I'm like really awake because I ran the mile. It just really did not jive with the yoga workout. And then also kind of linking with that, I did and didn't like the pressure of running every day. I feel like sometimes it did push me like, if I'm doing a strength workout and I'm already in the gym, it's not that bad to run the mile. But I do feel like it basically encouraged no rest days. I know that I can just run the mile and then call it a day. But for me, if I run the mile, I'm already in my workout clothes. I'm already going to get sweaty. So I need to shower. Like I might as well tack on other workouts, which is like a me problem. I could have more discipline and be like just running a mile. But yeah, I feel like it really encouraged no rest days for me at all, which is not really something that I aim for. Like I want to have rest days. I want to have chiller days so I can go harder on the days that I do work out. And yeah, I don't feel like there's any benefit to me like having no rest days. So definitely a fun challenge to do for a month, but I was very happy on February 1st when I did not have to run. Another thing that I didn't really think about before I started doing this challenge, but was a fun part of it, is that because I live in New York City and a lot of my errands are on foot, like, yeah, it's nice to run to your errands. First off, it makes the errand go a lot faster. And then, you're kind of combining and you're getting a little workout, you're doing an errand, like super efficient, and it's going to take you less time than walking there, especially in the winter months when it's freezing cold. Like, I'd rather run outside for 7 minutes and be cold than walk outside for 15 to 20 minutes and also be cold, but you're cold for longer. So that was kind of fun. And it's like something that I should keep in mind for in the future, especially in the warmer months. I feel like it would be fun to try to run places more. Finally, I do feel like I did see a cardio improvement. Now, it would be interesting to see if it can be sustained now that I'm not going to run every single day. But especially on the last day on January 31st, I did a 30-minute run, and it wasn't a super hard run by any means, but I never went over zone 3 in my heart rate zones, which is practically unheard of. I have a very, very high heart rate. It's very easy for me to go into zone 4 and zone 5. So the fact that I held my heart rate at zone 3 for a 30-minute run is like a huge accomplishment for myself. So that was really, really cool to see. And it's like something that I would like to keep doing. I don't know how realistic it is. I just think that you need to like run more in order to do that. But yeah, it was definitely like a cool thing to see and yeah, see that improvement over the month. And I would definitely like to keep that progress up. So we'll see how that goes, but definitely cool to see at the end of the month. Overall, I think that it was a fun way to kick off the year, a good challenge, like, you know, something to keep it interesting. I've been working out for a really long time now, so it was a fun challenge. And in itself, it wasn't a huge strain on the body. Like, I wouldn't not recommend somebody to do it. It's just personally for me, there's so many other workouts that I want to do that I do feel like I put a strain on my body. You know, I want to cycle. I already like cycle to work a lot of days. And then I want to do yoga. I want to do strength. I want to do split programs. Like, I feel like this is always something that I struggle with. It's just hard for me to do all the workouts that I want to do. But it was a like fun thing to do. And it was really cool to see my cardio health progress in January. And I feel like it kind of set my year up right. Like I do want to run more this year. I'm doing 9+1. So that's already like a big commitment. And it was cool to see 65 miles done in January. I think that is pretty much all my thoughts on this challenge, but I did enjoy it. It was cool. And I'm definitely taking February off from challenges. We're already a couple days in, but I would consider doing other challenges throughout the year. One of you commented that you were doing yoga every day. That sounds like a really good challenge for me. I don't know if that would get boring to me as well. But yeah, something like yoga or even stretching every day would be a huge goal for me. Let me know if you do any like monthly challenges or if you have an everyday goal. I would be very curious and I might steal it from you. We'll see. That is it from this video. I hope you guys are staying safe, having an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.